Hi everyone, and welcome to Glenorchy. This is in South Island of New Zealand. We are going to be enjoying a new airplane that I've just recently bought, which is over there. That's the carbon cap from Cap Crafters. It's a beautiful one, and it's for the purpose that we are going to be doing today, which is bush flying. Okay, so we've already had a coffee. We don't drink beer until 5 p.m. So let's go there. All these sceneries in New Zealand, I think that there's a guy that really deserves a mention. It's Dat Zax, I think. I might leave later the link below on the description. And he's got a set of probably more than 100 really nice and very well done aerodromes. So this is the carbon cap. The first thing that would take our attention is this huge mass of pneumatics that we have. That's what is going to allow us to land in almost every place that we find in the mountains, which is where we are going to be heading today. It's a single engine. It's almost made of carbon fiber and titanium. So it's very light. It can take off really quick. And I'm going also to show you the two ways that I've been learning on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't have one of this. Just to take off the normal way. Okay, just let's examine it from outside a little. It's very realistic. It's a payware aircraft that you can acquire in the X-Plane org. And well, just that's it. I've already put some logos on top of it. Let me see if I could go up. Well, we'll see it. You'll see it now. Yeah, I've put added the logos from my channel. Also, Flight Simulation in VR. So if you aren't subscribed yet, just subscribe. Okay. I'm going to show you a few tricks, which I would like to. I've discovered how to add the chat. Hi, darling. I think I've got my daughter watching at me. Hi, Adriana. It must be Adriana. So let me see. Opening a new window, and hopefully I could bring this window inside. Okay, that would be like that. Add desktop panel, and not this one. Okay, so we are going to remove this one. No, that needs to be removed. I think should be Google Chrome, and then we've got two, and I guess this is I don't know which one. Called Studio. Yeah, that's the one. Studio YouTube. This one. Okay, here we go. So now we could bring it forward, make it slightly smaller. Hello, Adriana. Okay, we're going to pin it here. Then we move back to X-Plane, and yep, here we go. There we will have the window with you, so this time I'll be able to be reading all every message that you type me in. Okay, so then just let's start. It's well, not so short plan, probably to take us around an hour flying it. But then first thing that we need to do is just switch on the master and avionics navigation lights on, so they know that we are already operating in the cabin, and we are going to load. Well, I think I already have it loaded. Yeah, it's flight from Glenorchy, which is a local village where we are, towards Martins Bay. Okay, so from November Zulu Golf Yankee to November Zulu Mike Juliet. And I've been doing this plan using Little Nav Map. I'll be running through many legs until we arrive to Milford, where we will do a small break, and then we will continue to the north to come to around here, which is, let me zoom out. Yes. To the Fiords area, and then we will be landing finally at Martins Bay. Okay. So I'm gonna change this to the engine parameters and the primary flight display, which would be helping us at the beginning while we switch the engines on. Gonna put a little of mixture, just a quarter-ish. I think that everything should be fine. We've got flaps on 0, so that's already fine. That's a mechanical, as you can see here. You can pull from this lever, and there must be a wire or something hidden here that is going to, let's take a look onto that. Okay, extend the flaps. Okay, yes, we would like also to check that we've got the trim almost down. Okay, let's move inside and then just turn the key to the right. That would be really simple. Engine's running. We look at all the parameters. Let's come here to system. We don't have system in this one. Okay, cool. So everything is here. We are full fuel. We need to hold on for a while until we've got enough pressure in the oil. Okay, 780 RPM. Here we've got also the maximum continuous RPM that we could reach. So we will be flying around 4,000 to 8,000 feet because we are over the mountain, so it should be 2,250. Okay, we will need to keep an eye onto this revolution meter. Let's try to be sure that we've got, yeah, GPS navigation. There's no NAP, so transponder to VFR, and then we are going to switch it on because we are already just almost to go. Just maybe let's add some throttle. Let's ensure that we've got the parking brake set. Yes, otherwise we would be already moving forward. Okay, I think there's nothing more that we need to do. Well, yes, the timer, no? We might start the timer once we take off, which could be almost now. And basically, that's it. I'd like to see the terrain. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, that's it. Spanner Island. Yep, we've got 1,200. And the timer. So everything is fine now. Then let's increase a little bit more the accelerator or the throttle. We should have switched on the strobe lights earlier and landing lights. Here we've got a small autopilot, which I thought that we will be using because I really enjoy flying manually. And what I'm going to do is just also open the map, plugins, heavy tab, toggle tablet. Yes, I'll put it somewhere around here. Yes, and this is the small village, Glenorchy. Okay, so I'm going to show you the two ways that we've got now to, yes, now we've got the oil pressure in green already, so we could take off. So let's remove parking brake, full mixture or rich. I need to push it forward. I'm sure it is now. Yes. Yeah, that's what happens. Up, 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 up. When you remove, when you close the mixture, the engine just is switching down. Okay, let me see if I can increase a little bit the volume of the engine so you could hear it better. Special. Okay, open volume mixer. Yes. Hopefully that will be enough. Yeah, should be fine. Just if you've got any questions, just leave it here below and I'll be able to be reading you. I'm going to make this a little bit more smaller. Somewhere around there should be fine. Yep. We've got the okay, come on, hold on, let me come back here. We've got the fuel pumps just to be feeding from both wings. On the wings is where we've got the fuel, as in every airplane, as far as I'm aware. It's on the top, so we don't need in this case any pump, because just the gravity should be doing the job. Okay, so we cannot be doing many rolls, otherwise we will be running out of fuel immediately, because the gravity will not fit the engines, which are slightly lower. Okay, brakes removed, I think. No, they are. I haven't checked the material information, so let's tune it. 1220 volume. Oh no, okay. 122, and I've got 121. I think that maybe I haven't loaded the flight plan in Active Sky. Okay, let me check it. Well, it is. So I'm going to check it here. It's altimeter 1005, visibility more than 10 miles, clouds scattered at 4,000, FIO at 14,900, temperature 13 degrees, dew point 3.6, so there's no possibilities of rain yet. Okay, but we know that the weather here is very changing. So we've set QNH. Oh, come on. User aircraft. I don't want to look at the user aircraft. I want, yes. 1005. Okay. Where are we now here? 1005. Or if we want to change this to, instead of inches, I think it would be here, altitude unit, HPA. Now it better. 1005. I don't know if in New Zealand they use hectopascals or inches of mercury. I don't know. Okay, 1005. Done. I don't know what I have here. Okay. Now, one thing that you need to be careful in this kind of planes, as they've got the wheel in the back. This is the one that will turn and will help us to turn. Okay, so we don't have any direction in the front. One thing that happens is if when you are running, if you brake, the brakes are only in these wheels. So it can be dangerous just braking very hard, because the plane just could do this and we could lose our engine, okay, and have a dangerous accident. Come on, let's go. So technique one, which is the mostly used, it's just, let's try. I think I have the wind shear flag there, so yes. We don't need anyway all this length. Yep. So first technique would be, let me just align myself with the runway. Flaps 1, which is the most commonly used. Then we accelerate. Okay, let's align here. Yep. Then we accelerate. Let's align. Yeah. Okay. We push the joystick forward, being careful. Okay. That elevates this speed, and then slightly towards us, and then we will be flying. Okay, that's number one technique. Let's land. We can break now the wheels from turning. So as you've seen, it takes off really quick, but there's one which is better and it's more enjoyable, which would be flaps 2, full power, and then just pull the joy towards us, and we can take off in less than 50 meters. Okay, if we now flaps 2 to land. Probably I'm too high. Yes, probably no. Certainly, I am too high. Let's try to keep this height. Just we need to pull with the joystick back. Otherwise, well, I'm going to show you. This is what would happen if we brake. Okay, this is what would happen to our plane if we are not careful. So let's restart the flight. Okay, flight configuration. Yeah, this is the location, but we are going to start a new flight, which we will need again to do absolutely everything that we've done. I shouldn't have done that, but that was for a demonstration purpose. Okay, let's come. Master switched on. Avionics are already on. Navigation lights on. Strobes on, because we are going to start the engines. Mixture 1-4 in. We already have our engines running. Flight plan has been loaded. We already have the pressure at 1005. No. Back. Timer. Yes, stop and reset. So start it now. And I'd say that's it. That's it. Now the transponder. VFR. Transponder on. Landing and takeoff lights on. So the second technique, it's more nice, because just we pull 2 notch the flaps. We apply, remove the parking brake, apply full power, pull the joystick towards us, and we are already flying. Yep, that was indeed quicker. Then let's go. Let's break this and let's start following our route for today. Okay. Name of this lake, I don't know. This is the lake Wakatipu. This is where we've got Queenstown. So Queenstown is which is a very famous because of these approaches and the weather here, which is normally cloudy. It's just around there. Okay. No more flaps. Yeah, our first point is around Mount Alfred, where we will see there's a small lake here. Height for Mount Alfred already 1,375 meters. So it's not very tall compared with all the surrounding areas that we've got around us. All of these you can see in our left. I guess when they took the picture, it's ice coming from the glaciers in the top of the hills. Yep, and that's the small village of Glenorchy. Okay, which we've got down below. Let's look at our RPM. 2100 should be the maximum. So around this. Now let's stabilize a little our flight level just with the trim. Should start climbing because our next point it's going to be around here. Okay, we need to go up to the mountains. Here is where we are. Then to the left, and we need to climb over those mountains in our left. Okay, so let's keep the ascent. Let me read you. I need a little bit more of zoom. No, I can't read you. I cannot read you. If I will fly P3D, no. This is a X-Plane 11 and I'm using the ortho photos from New Zealand South, and those ortho photos have been, I think it's AI pilot. I'll add the links. Let me take notes because I've been saying that I will add few links. So these are from Ortho 4XP for New Zealand. So I'll be updating the description after. And I mentioned something else that I would add the link. Oh yes, it was all the whole list of airports from DATZAX. DASA XX list of airports in New Zealand. They are completely free and they are really, really cool. Yeah, so I guess that all these in white could be just ice coming down the mountains or the type of sand. I don't know, to be honest. But could be masses of ice that the glacier is falling down. That's the leg where we are supposed to be turning to the left. And then I think that our flight plan moves us around this small river. Okay. Yeah, we can see cascades of water coming also there from the top of the mountain. I guess that's what it is. Another river. Let's try to follow. Yes. So it's in the leg where we are supposed to be turning left. Roger, heeft currently. $6,000 feet. This is one of my favorite regions in the world to fly. The South Island of New Zealand, and especially the Alps area. The airport that I like more is Milford Sound. Yes, the approach is beautiful. We'll do it from the other side today, from the channels, so which are the roads that are coming from Queenstown to Milford. It's a 4 hours drive. And then we are going to discover our first lake, which would be here, Sugarloaf, somewhere around there. It's a pity that we cannot know the heights on these maps. Let's see. You know, there's an option. Overlays aircraft. Well, it's here. I think that you can download it, but I have never used it. You can download other kind of maps. I think that these are downloaded online. So as we are flying, it's been downloaded from OpenStreetMaps. Open Topo. Oh no, that's going to do. No, that's opening this map. And that's it. $7,000. We could increase our RPM to 2,250, so that's too much as we are now. Somewhere around here. It should be this one. So here we go. Yep. I thought it was higher, this one. And obviously it isn't. Just the feeling that you really can fall down is great. Should we open the windows? I think that if we do, we will be able to hear. Yes, better the engines. Done. Will I be able to close them now? Okay. Let's see with this. Nope. Holding from here. Nope. We will need to do the rest of our trip with the windows open. Oh my god. That seems cool now. Well, we can put our hand here. Yeah. Just go a little bit to the right. Oh yes. Those are the two initial legs that we are going to be watching at. And you'll see what beautiful colors they have. Well, there's already one here. It's plenty. It's plenty of small legs just on the top of the mountains. Beautiful. Hey Tandil, how are you doing? Yeah, beautiful views. Hermosas vistas, sí señor. It's amazing. That's very tiny. That's still nice. This is the Momus mountain. Yep. Look, this is really creating like a feeling of a empty in your stomach when you just jump over the mountains. It's a really nice feeling. Almost as real as it could be. There we've got another lake. It's plenty of them. Just if you take a look into here, well, this is Lake Wilson. No, not even this one is. This lake even is not reproduced in the map. So we will see another lake, I guess, just behind these mountains. There's one there. There's another one here. The water here, I guess, must be really cool. It's really nice today. There's almost no wind. Well, 10 knots of crosswind, but that's something fine. Look at it again from outside. The colors of the water are just amazing. to be careful with our speed, because we are entering the yellow area and we don't want to overspeed our airplane while we are here. It would be difficult, one, to find a place to land, although I'm pretty sure that we could, and second, just to ask for someone to to come and rescue us. It's gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. See, there's water flowing from absolutely everywhere. Let's increase the throttle. And there we go. Towards that mountain in the south, where there's another lake. So let's climb a little. No idea what's the name of any of these valleys, but yeah, they are completely unexplored by humans. Just focus on flying the plane. Now we are off. We already have done 20 minutes flying. I guess there's another 40 minutes. I've got the feeling that I'm going just to hit the mountain using this view. Look. What would happen if by accident hey, yeah, muy buena, Sergio. How are you doing, mate? What would happen if by accident just we switch off the engines? Well, the plane will glide. So let's try to find what's the glide speed for it. For that we will elevate slightly the nose until we enter the stall speed. That's one of the things that I like to do with absolutely all the planes that I'm flying. In the meanwhile, let's try and follow the flight plan, which is around there. So let's elevate the head of it. Step by step we are losing speed. And you'll see as it's moving down. There's no way to further the I don't know what's the name of it. Just to put them like that so they would do less resistance to us flying. But well, look, if I maintain around 400 feet, 400, 500 feet, it looks like a gentle one for the gliding. Around 400, 500 feet per minute. That's what would be losing this airplane to be able to glide safely. Okay. Fingers crossed. Yep. Went back again. I think I will have to make this bigger, otherwise I cannot read what you say. Okay. Well, yes, let's get rid of these mountains and I will fix that. It's tough for me to read this. No sabía. I don't know what it says. I cannot read you, Sergio. Ah, here we are all. Now we've got Carol also. ¿Con qué pasa? I cannot read you. Let me pass these mountains, otherwise I can hit myself. Let's go to the Lake Marian, which is this one. And then I'll zoom and be saying hi to everyone and trying to read your comments. You can notice really how tiny we are compared with the how big the earth and the mountains and everything is. We are just insignificant. So we need to be climbing. Oh yes, there is the curves of this. If you look carefully, yep. So the height of this top would be 1,520 meters. This is subreptic peak 2,100. So let's increase our speed, because at this height the engines are not as powerful as at the sea level. Okay. And that's exactly where we are going. We don't want to pass the maximum reps. It's 8,000 feet, 2,250, so we would still have some bit more engine available. There's a simple trick that you can do if you notice that you don't have enough speed, which should be the following. Just do a quick turn, nose down, increases speed increases, and just use that speed to go further to the up. Okay. The hint is not to lose too much height, otherwise we are doing nothing. But anyway, as this is wide enough, we could keep climbing in turns as far as we climb. Until we get to the top. Okay, we are almost there. More legs here. Let's follow this cannon. Well, it ends there, so there's not much to follow. Wow. This is just amazing. Look, the teeth of the saw. Dientes de sierra. That's exactly how, as we were drawing mountains where we were child. Pop, 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 pop. So it's exactly the same here. Here we go. Oof. And the feeling of a just empty stomach is just amazing. Okay, now hopefully I can just come back to this. That PowerPoint, I could close it. Google Chrome, which you were here. I'm going to zoom it a little. I already started with what would happen if I switch down the engine. Oh yeah, you know that I like it. No, I don't speak Euskera. No. That's English bit English. My friend, I've decided that at least while I'm in London, I'll be doing all my videos in English. That's why. You're already doing them in Spanish and you are really cool and really good, so I need to differentiate myself a little. Yeah. So that's where we came from, I guess. Two more legs just down below. Oof. Phew. I don't know what's the name of this, but in Spain we call it gargantas, throat. I doubt it's the It has the same name in English, but if you know and you could just type it in, that would be appreciated. Could we try to find a place to land here? Well, yes, let's do the goat once we are closer to our destination, or after at least we've landed in our destination. If I crash somewhere in the mountains, I'll have to restart the flight, and that's something that I'm not willing to do, if I'm honest with you. Where I am now. The Mount Isolation, which is the one in our left. So that peak there. And I don't think it's isolated, it's surrounded by other great peaks. Here we can appreciate a little the strength of the wind as the plane is moving to the left. Let's look at the wind now. It's 17 knots. Okay. Do you like the logo on the wings? Yep, here we go. Here it is. That's the only thing that I know about painting airplanes, just stamping my logos, and it took me probably an hour to find how to do it. Now it's to the right. Yes, and here we are in the road. And that's where the funny piece starts. Yeah, this is the road that brings us already into Milford Sound. We are going to cut the engines. Fully. It's very noisy. I don't know what I could do just to close the window back again, because now I'm with the window open. Could we, shall we open this too? I cannot. Come on. No, I cannot do it with the one in the left. Okay, this might be. Yes. That's how you close it. Okay, so when you open the window, it is hanging here, and okay, simple. Just extend your arm and you can close it back. Cool. Just now we should follow the road, and Milford is just on our left. Yeah, I'm familiar with this area already. Let's enter the plane now. Install, in pérdida, nose up, just in the middle of the cannon, yeah. Nose slightly up. And now we should follow like a stone. That's exactly what would happen. Yes. Then we turn to the right, elevate the nose, and we should exit the spin. I guess this is not very realistic. I've never flown this plane in any way, but if someone could mention it, I think that it should spin faster. Let's do it again. Yeah, it turns to the left, but yeah, just with the jog I can manage it. And then pedal to the left to stop it, and then once we've got speed, nose up again. Yeah. Let's follow the road until we arrive to Mill 4. And there we go. Mill 4 is in our left. Don't know why it was on our right, but it isn't. It's just there. So, flaps gone. And ready to land. Again, the wind here is probably our worst enemy. It doesn't look as if there was wind, but I can feel it. Final flaps to. And just start catching the throttle, which we've got just here, and aligning ourselves with the track or the runway. That's a cascade, what we can see just there. And again, the wind, it's not been set here, but look what I'm doing just to approach. Engine completely cut off. And we need to pull back. Hey! Boing! Pidong! So here we are. Let's go to the pop. And again, we need to be very careful when we brake. just because of this. Okay, you've seen? That's what happens. So let's start now the flight from here. That's one of the things, and I've got this. Just configure it in the proper way. So this should be doing resistance, the nose should go up, but as soon as you brake too much, pop, the plane is just falling down. I think that's probably a bug, or I don't know if it's just as real as it's in the reality. Flight configuration, change location. Okay, I'm already here, so that's fine. Customize. Here, confirm, start new flight. Yes. Oh, no, not here. That's the beginning. Flight configuration, change location, Milford, which is November, or we can write it here also. November, Solo, Mike, Foxtrot, Milford Sound, customize. That's why I was finding this weird. Okay, here. Anyway. Ramp start 1. I think there's a house here in the middle of nowhere. But let's look at it. I know it's taking a while. That's where we start? Really? Oh, come on. I need to fix this airport. That's for sure. Okay, master. Navigation lights, strobes, mixture rich. A little of throttle. Let's get rid of this here. Let's move out. Again, the same? No, come on. Come on. This is as soon as I just touch the brakes. Don't know what the hell is going on. Plugins. No, not plugins. Flight configuration. I'm going just to... Yeah, that's fine. Start new flight, start new flight. Oh, fuck off. Come on. Master. Nav and strobe. Mixture. Keys. Unless we need just to go always with the yoke towards us, this has no sense. Okay. Flight plan. You see, as soon as I brake, that's what happens. Look. It's like that. As soon as I brake, this is what is happening. Even though I am pulling the yoke backwards towards me the whole time. Anyway, flight plan. Okay, now we need to go up, to the right, and continue. So let's go. Well, the truth is that we don't need the whole length of the runway. I'm going to take off with 2 notch of flap, full throttle, and here we are, less than 20 meters. It's just amazing. Let me do it again because I really love it. Yup. was an awful tree. Here we can see the wind, as I said before, that it was blowing towards our left while we were coming through here. As you could see, I'm just flying in that direction to keep a straight line. And then it's just the opposite. We need to fly towards that direction to be able to land. That's too quick. And again, I'm just, look, it's not turning. Just only at the end. Okay, let's do it again. So, full power, leave the brakes, and it will be going up. Let's remove one knot of flap. All flaps off. Let's take a look on the harbor. That's the cascade that I've told you before. Of course, it's not well reproduced. Yes, we can see some white color, which is the water which is coming from up the hill. Yeah, from this valley. I don't think I've got loads of weight on my head, unless it's the hat. No creo que me pese mucho la cabeza. Yo no soy cabezón. That's what I think. I don't think I'm a big head. Neither a big head. Okay. Then it's towards that direction. That's the normal entry for the airport, where we need to be close to this mountain here. And just the airport can be now seen from here. Yep. So, last leg, Martins Bay. It's plenty of trees, otherwise I would be looking for a place to land in the middle. Martins Bay, it's just, I think it's this bay here. But we are going towards the Mount Tutoko. Yeah, which is here. Mount Pembroke. And just to take a look onto also these legs here. All this appears in red until we are over that flight level. Everything in green, it means that we are over it. Everything in red means that we are under it. So the color should be changing as we climb. Yeah, I know that's why probably the head of the airplane is doing that, but I don't think that's realistic, because I'm just pulling from the yoke up, which should move up also the nose of the plane. So I don't understand why it's happening, to be honest. Also, the rudder is compensated just like that, so it also makes resistance to move the nose up. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Yes. There's another trick to win height quickly, which is opening the flaps. You'll see. You're lowering your speed, but certainly it's easier to be climbing. Just let's increase a little also the throttle. Yeah. This is giving really vertigo. Yep. The textures of the orthophotos when you get very closer, they are not very nice, but that's what it is. On the other hand, if you look at it from here, you can see now the air just pushing the plane against the mountains. But yeah, if you look at them from a distance of at least 200 or 300 meters, it improves the quality of the whole orthophotos. It improves, and it improves a lot. It's beautiful for a picture. So in our left, that one is the Mount Pembroke. So now it must be that one. Yes. And that one is the Mount Tutoko. Titoko. I touched you. Monte Titoko. This airplane needs a shower, that's definitely. Yeah, the landscapes are awesome. Just looking at this snow from outside, it looks really, really realistic. Even the lake, that one there, this one below, the peaks, the stone. Yeah, everything looks very, very realistic when you're a little far from it. Where's our path? Yes, that was to the right. Okay, so it goes towards this mountain. Which, as you could see, it's still in red. Now all the areas that were red aren't anymore. And that's the only red area, because that's the top of this mountain that we can see here, because we are still under it. I remember my daughter. She was able to land Cessna just from with the external view, which is something that I've never been able to achieve. Look at this. That's not. It's almost going to fall in pieces. Wow, it's very well done. Beautiful pictures. Really beautiful. That snow would fall down into there and it just crashes. Wow. Wow. Look that hole over there. Now that's a lake. And it's plenty of shadow. Yeah. Look the peaks. It's amazing, isn't it? No. It's completely amazing. Wow. Look at it from the top. Yes. Hmm. Wow. So beautiful. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. I don't know what's the difference of color between this one, which is that turquoise blue, with this one, which is more green. I guess it must be with the sand or the stones that are below it. Look now again, this top of the mountain is again painted in red. That's one of the icebergs, I guess. No, that's even a lake, no? Mackerel, yep. That's Mackerel Lake. Or fjord, I don't know. And it is taking the reflection like a picture from time to time. And that's where it's been reflected. Because of course there's no lake here with those colors now. Carbon cap. Well, our next destiny was towards our right. We need to go to another lake which is just here. And then follow that one in the left, yeah? Right. Yes! Let's be sure that we don't stay for too long on the yellow area. '70 knots is usually, I guess, the speed for cruise on this plane, which is around 130 kilometers per hour. Sometimes you can notice some issues in the terrain, like the one that we've just seen there. But well, otherwise it's really nice. I guess that must be like a cliff like that. So it's like 1 pixel needs to fit a lot of area. That's why it happens, as they are satellite photos. So in the mountains it's much more difficult to reproduce it, but really these mountains are amazingly well reproduced. So look, now that I'm here, it looks like I'm just in this valley. Until I took my glasses then and I watch that this is my room. It really seems to be in New Zealand. It's getting cold even. Just the feeling while you are in the snow. By the way, this afternoon I'll be doing a flight in Colombia. I've downloaded the ortho photos for Colombia. I think that also, and that's for you, okay, Carol, so you're aware. I'll be doing an IFR flight in Colombia from Bogota to Cali, for instance, or if you know of any other beautiful place, just type it here, and we'll be examining the authors that I've downloaded from Bing in Colombia. Okay, Carol, so that's for you if you are still listening to me. I know that you've asked me a few times why I don't fly in Colombia, and it was because I didn't have ortho photos. Okay, now as I do, I can. Now that's difficult to see. So yes, where we are, because everything surrounding us it's higher than us. The line for the flight plan is in magenta, and the background is red. So I just stabilize the plane. I don't think, I hope, I shouldn't have done. That way. Otherwise, no. I hope no. Otherwise, it's gonna be difficult just to climb now this mountain from here. I will have to start turning. But yeah, that's what the GPS is telling me. That my road is over there. So let's try and follow it. Probably was pretending just to go over the or on the top of the mountains. Let's navigate towards it. Wow, great. Yep, just if you want me to do some special airport or something, just ask. Okay. I don't know if I've said Cali, but it could be Cartagena or anywhere. Just type it in. Bear in mind that it will be with a bigger airplane, so don't look for, yeah, por los nevados de camino a Cali. Okay. Los nevados, I guess, are the big mountains. Okay, then we'll do some drug transportation from Colombia to Cali. Sorry, but you know, everyone, I think that will, when we talk about Colombia, we quickly comes to our mind the coca. I'm really sorry about that. That's been my fault, and it wasn't a joke. It pretend to be a joke. I guess it's not a joke for all you Colombians. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Okay. I can feel the air now here, look. 10 knots blowing to my right. From the north, which is there. The question is, where the hell the flight plan is taking us? Oh my god. Okay, let's go to the left. And it was not this valley, but the other valley. So we should have followed that lake. Anyway, we are here, then we are going to do it through the reefs. And now we change it. Is there any place to land here? This area seems very rough. However, let's try. Why not? Let me center my view, my share. I'm not going to land here. That's too dangerous. But yes, I'm looking for a place to land, and I think it's gonna be just there. So one front of flap, 2, and this area, which seems flat enough, could be used for this, right? Gear up. Yes. Gear. Parking brake. Let's go out for having the fresh air. Here we are. That's one of the things that you can do with this kind of planes. It doesn't need too much for landing. Yeah. Rough. I would put some stones just behind the wheels to avoid any accident. Otherwise, what am I going to do here the whole night? Come on. Oh no, it doesn't work. It doesn't have established a position. So yeah, it's really nice in VR. Oh, the seat is very dirty. But it doesn't allow me just to take the seat. And I'm not going to be flying like that. So, come on. Now here is where again we will need to no te olvides programar el approach. Okay. I'll do it manual. Anyway. Hey, Ruben. Ah. Hola, Ruben. How are you doing? So, yes, we've got flaps already with 2 knots. Parking brake removed. Let's turn. Should be flying. Yes, it is. Yes, I should put a flag. I should have put a Spaniard flag. That's the name of the series, right? A Spaniard in New Zealand. So I should have planted a flag. Let's brake. Okay, let's change the flight plan. Where is it? Flight plan here. Let's be sure that we don't hit any mountain now, otherwise it would be a pity. I'm lost. Okay, so we need to go. Oh, that's the lake. I'm a little lost now. Yep, that's the lake. So we need to go to our right. That's the lake that we had to follow, and then it's here. Okay. Yeah, there's another lake there, and the point would be. I'm just getting a little bit mad. Let me clear. Am I okay? Yes. Come on. Flight plan. Push. Direct. Activate. Done. Now it's fine. And then we click again. Flight plan. Range. Oh, and we found a book, I guess. Yeah, because the map is not drawing fully. And it should. Oh. Anyway, we are in the right direction. Beautiful, right? Ain't it? Oh. Tunnel. Looping. Well, we've done a little the idiot. Let's continue being the idiot. Yoo-hoo! Oh. That's red color. I think I'm too low to do it again, but well, why not? Let's try. Let's try climbing a little bit more. Let's clean the plane. Jay still had the flaps on. Now, come on. Ah. It's amazing. That really gives the feeling of yeah, marearse. I don't know the name of it. Vertic. The weather has been really nice, at least for the whole day. I'm a little oof, chill out. Yes, sometimes also we can find these kind of mistakes where the water seems just to be going up the hill to come down, and this is because the mesh of the terrain is not completely accurate. Yeah. Even though, look at here. This is drawing water on top of the mountains, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't. At least it looks like all these beads here, they look really, well, not very well defined. And that's an issue, I guess, from Ortho for Explain. Also, the database that it's taking to know where the water is and where it isn't, because this doesn't looks water from the top as a picture, but it's not being drawn as a water in Explain. So Ortho for Explain is not telling Ortho for yes XP is not telling Explain that this area here is water. So you should edit it. Okay, that's why it looks like that. Let's continue. Also, the rivers are not drawn as water. I think there are few options to mask rivers. Even here, it seems it comes towards the hill. Yeah, and it's going up, and that's not something that the river would do. Anyway, this is what we have, and it's beautiful, and I'm having a nice time. Don't know what the fauna in New Zealand would be like. If they will have birds on these areas, but it mostly would be a paradise for having birds in these rivers. I'm sure that there are lots of fishes in these waters. It's lovely. It is lovely. Paper. to the right. Now, yes, let's follow the river until we get... I think it was on this river. Oh, yes. Yeah, Martins Bay must be somewhere around here. I don't know exactly where it is. I think it's there. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Yes, we are following our flight plan, so that should be fine. Yes, and this has disappeared. Okay. In worst case, we should put the direct to Martins Bay. Where's the ashtray? Here. And that would make our life easy. $900. There's plenty of forests. There's not even a single place where we could land. No, or it doesn't seem to be. There's all plenty of trees. Oh yeah. Maybe there? Why not? Let's try. Not. Too notched. No, I thought maybe here. Let's go up. Finally, this is not a suitable place to be landing. It's plenty of trees. Flying very slow, just in case that I can find this road wide enough, but it doesn't look like. No. No, 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 no. Okay. Back to our way. Lost in the forest. Will it be able to climb this mountain? Yes. It is. You're climbing now at around 2,000 feet, 1,000 only. But as it's climbing really slow, it gives us enough time to do this kind of stuff. Flaps off. And I think I'm going to use the flight plan to set a direct. Here it goes, I'm lost. Honestly, I don't know whether switching off the avionics and switching it on will fix it. Of course not. Come on. It's not responding. It's doing nothing. Okay. Load. No, it's doing nothing. We are lost. We are lost. So let's go to the sea, as the airport is somewhere. Probably might be this. I think I've seen. Yeah, I think it might be here. Let's look at it in closer. Yes. These are the two runways that we are going to fly to. So they are around there. And this is going worst. So, anyway, and anyhow, we found the airport. That's why we've got a GPS. Otherwise, we'll need to land in the beach and just... I don't know whether the telephones would work here to call anyone. And ask for help. Help! Let's fly lower. I guess this is another river. Must be. So if we follow the river, we should go to the sea and to Big Bay, and then the next one is Martin's Bay. So let's do it. Chop, 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 chop. Well, as you've noticed, we've seen many different types of landscapes. The beginning was a little bit more arid, then it was high hills, snow. It was getting greener and greener as we were getting close to Milford Sound Bay, which is beautiful. My favorite airport without no hesitation in X-Plane, and this area, which is closer to the sea, where we are now, which is plenty of forests. Would you say, aterriza ahí en la cima de una montaña, haces una what? Fogata y mandas señales de humo. Yeah, that's maybe what I should do. Just land in the top of a mountain, set fire, and send smoke signals, no, to someone that could look and come to look for me. Okay, Let's go to Big Bay, which is big. That's why it's Big Bay. It's this one. And let's try to be quick because the airport is just behind those mountains there. In my opinion, I'm not sure, but I guess so. And I hope so. Fingers crossed. Ship. The volcano has exploded recently. I think it was last weekend in New Zealand. I'll be doing another trip around there. It's called White Island. Unfortunately, few people passed, and it's in the north. I think it's in the north of the North Island. Definitely, I like much more for this kind of flying, the southern one. I haven't been much in the northern one, but it looks more normal, not as exotic as this one looks like. Look, a couple of houses. Let's say higher. No, 3. 4 houses. Who the hell will be living here? 5 houses. There must be some crazy people. They must have a boat to come here, or even a plane. I'm sure there's no single road to travel to this area. And the water must be cold, because is this? I think it's around parallel 52 or 53. So it's quite to the south, close to the North Pole, South Pole, sorry. It would be like swimming in the North Sea. Probably even colder, no? Like here in the UK. I don't think that New Zealand is famous for the beach, to be honest. Let's zoom in. We could cross through here. Let's do it. Bye, Big Bay. You should look towards to the front. This must be where we go. Now we need to spot the airport, which will be a stone field or grass field, I don't know yet. I've just been here to take the pictures for the video, to announce it in YouTube, and that's it. I don't have a clue. I'm sure it's not concrete. That's warranted. That's a given. Okay, Nevado del Ruiz. We'll try to do... Oh, here we go. That's where we have one runway. There's 2 runways here. Hace muchos años ese volcán hizo erupción y cuando causó una tragedia... Truth. Yes. Truth. El Nevado del Ruiz erupted a few years ago. I remember that to watch it on the TV, and then mass of earth just rolled down over a village. So here we've got the airport. Let's look if they've got any wind signal, which runway we should use, but I think that it doesn't matter too much. That's the house. There's a flag, or there should. So that's one of the runways. Here there's another runway. So let's use all of them. Come on, why not? Flaps 1, flaps 2. There's a ship. Oh, look, this would be the available runway to land just because of this. You see it? I was too quick this time. So let's turn around. While the speed decreases a little. And let's try it again. Gotcha. Come on, 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 come on. Done. How awful these airplanes are to be managed in the ground, really. Full power. 101, 102, up. Wow. Let's break. Yay! I'm here for lunch. I'm sure that they didn't have paella. So that's one of the runways, then there's another runway there. It doesn't smell very well. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one. I've got flaps. There's more crosswind here than it's in the other place. Here we've got the wind strip. Hey. Slowly going down. Elevate the nose. And here we go. Again. This is doing whatever it wants, and I'm pushing the pedals anyway. Okay. So what do you have for lunch here? Some ribs? Oh my god. No, I like the other one a little bit more. Yep. We've broken some trees. I know. Our favorite landing. Yes. No noise. Oh, it was very quick. Yay! Down. Okay, done. Guys, enough for today. See you all soon. Okay, hope that you've enjoyed New Zealand. Bye. Let me stop streaming.